The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Off play action. Daniels. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
To throw again. Daniels. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The throw over the middle, taken in. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. That one goes for 24 yards.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. The run for Pollard. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Tony Pollard as the first half is winding down. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Hopkins with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff...
Darnold, he lost the football. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, it takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. The possession goes over here on the punt, and the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
On 1st, here's 2nd and 3. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Team 6.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold found his target. It's Anderson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately, They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down. On first down, Darnold. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Darnold completes it.
A gain of 17 yards.
Let's go, baby.
Another Jets first down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air again, Darnold. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Bucky Hodges, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Goes down just inside the 10, back at the 9. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
Leo!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels. He's going to air it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Marcus May with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. After the interception, here's Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. After the sack on 1st down, Darnold, and Anderson's got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards the pickup there. Darnold now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Check 50.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there at 22. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Daniels. He sets to fire deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Bell. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. A 1st down carry for Bell, but he'll work forward for only about a yard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Swift. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.